tubes. She's a cold one today. All of a sudden we got the refrigerator or the freezer open again and it froze everything up all wicked hard. You can hear it, eh? Crunch, crunch, crunch. But anyways, how is she going today? So yesterday too, it was actually quite warm out and all the stuff pretty well off the trees, mostly, all melted off and fell off as little ice poopsicles, if you know what I mean. Kind of look like little poopsicles, right? So, but anyways, that's sort of good because it was pretty heavy on some of them trees. So, but sorry I didn't put up something on Friday there for you. Just had one of those days. You know, where I had a funeral that day and I had it all ready to rock. They were supposed to be here, graveside at 2 o'clock. They didn't show up till 4 o'clock. So, you know, I'm humming and hawing, waiting from like, you know, 1:30ish, 2 o'clock-ish on. They should be here soon, should be here soon. This all failed, didn't go home or make a video at least or do something. And she ended up didn't sort of kind of work that way. Waiting. Finally, they show up at 4. They left at about 4:30ish, 5, almost 4, well, 4:45, I would say. They were finally pulling out and all leaving, so there's quite a crowd too. So, but anyways, so then time we got her filled in, she was starting to get dark already. So it's like, well, I guess that day's shot. So what we did then is took off over to Princess Auto. And grab some dewies and show you. I got the one dewey back on here the other day too on Saturday, I think it was. I was down here messing around. It was nice and warm out, so I thought, oh, we'll come mess and do one of them. So we got one of the fellers back on and the old dewey yoinked out. So everything's all lubricated again here, so it shouldn't rust well anymore. Oh, I forgot my hammer. Oh, I'm gonna need that anyways later. Oh, it's cold out here. I don't know if I want to be doing this today, but we got another thing we got to do on this feller too. And it's basically make some more of these dewies here. I got some threaded rod at Princess Auto. So what we're going to have to do is cut whatever length we're thinking. Different. I got some springs too. I'll show you all that in a sec. But basically heat up the one end and then smush her flat like they did on that, so I can drill a hole through it and sort of make it kind of sort of like that, right? So I also got some more springs. I got 4 new springs. I was kind of figuring on replacing all of them. So we're gonna have to maybe try to get another 2 of them in here somehow. And that I'm not too sure about yet. But first of all, we might. Oh, it's gonna be tricky because they're actually different springs than these fellers. But let's head inside and have a look here. All right, she's happening, and you're probably wondering what's happening. Freaking knob, what's happening? Well, every year, about this time, roughly this time between after Christmas and sort of New Year's and just after New Year's, I get wicked super swamped with burials. I've got, I had 2 last week. I've got 1 tomorrow now. I had before, and now I've got 1 for Friday. So I don't know, people seem to hang on for winter or for Christmas, sorry, and then get that all done with, and then they just pop the switch and then they're done. Weird, but you wouldn't think you'd have that capabilities, but I'll tell you, it sure seems to be. Every year, this time it seems to get really super busy and stuff. So, but anyways, lovely weather out there too, and there's some sections have like this much ice on it, so it's like you got to try to find the stuff. But okay, let's see, what do we get here? This must be the springs. These are quite a bit bigger spring, so ooh, I'm kind of hoping those are going to work. Those are pretty long compared to the other ones there. We might have to rearrange some stuff here. So I got 4 of them. They were only like how much were they a hunk? a hunk. My receipt would work with me, not against me. Oh, they are Trip Spring Meyer, 20 bucks a piece, so that wasn't really too bad. So I got 4 of them because, you know, I figured, well, I guess I could just try 2 because I imagine these are probably a lot stiffer than the other one. Okay, maybe I only need 2. So maybe we'll just try maybe replacing those 2 fellers first, and then if needed be, if it's still flipping on me a bit, I can put on these other 2. Man, these things aren't good in a shopping bag. Let me tell you, you had to double bag them. He puts them in and starts picking it up, and they're like through the bag. I'm like, well, you better put 2 on that, bud. Oh, hey, bud. So yeah, and so we got 4 of those. Probably don't need 4, but what else did I get here? Oh yeah, this is maybe another project in the future time. I got another one of them hollowed out Deweys, 1.5 inches, I think they are, and a pin. Our pin, the big feller pin, and that is more bags. That is going to be probably the replacement setup Dewey for this the little tractor here, where the lifter Dewey is and the turner Dewey. I don't know, that just seems so cheesy on the one that they've put on here. It's basically just a bolt going through with sort of a collary thingy with a nut on the bottom, and that's it. Light is on, but you can't see probably. But anyways, the turning Dewey is down in here, and it's really starting to get crappy and floppy now. So I kind of wanted to maybe beef her up with that feller, but that would be some big dissection and stuff, because you'd have to pretty much get right in there and then cut all that crap out and then re-weld it back in the exact spot. So because the cylinder for the angling is right here too, it is pretty well got this front piece here pretty well has to sit right exactly in the same spot. So I wouldn't actually minded it out a little bit more, but then your ram would be all screwed up and you'd have to remount her in the actual back part. It's too much screwing around. So, but future project of some kind, but won't be probably anytime soon unless it breaks. I'll tell you, the other day I was really trying to break her too, and she wasn't going. So, or breaking something or bending something, you know, but no, she worked good. I was shoving back. Oh yeah, my motor deck fell over. Nice. I was shoving back some pretty wicked hard snowbanks, I'll tell you. And oh yeah, did you notice too? Did you notice? Oh yeah, put them on Saturday too. So I thought, okay, this is going to be a funeral today I'm going to have to take the dirt away from. We're going to need that extra little bit of power weight. So okay, so we got these fellers. Now, where the heck did I put my threaded rod? I got a 3-foot piece of threaded rod. I brought it in, I'm pretty darn sure, because maybe I didn't actually. Maybe it's still in the back of the car. I'll have to check when coffee break comes. But anyways, I'll show you the easy out thingy setty thing I got here. Which works pretty good. I got a pretty good deal on it. 15. You can see the glare. 15 bucks. So, but it's weird because the 1/4 inch size I'm doing, which is basically the same as that. This the other side. You would think it would be this one. Threads in but it's actually not. I wish they had one between this and that one, because this one works. Actually, this one worked really well. But you basically start with like nothing, and by the time I got her tight enough and threaded in, I was right to the bottom. I'm like, wow. So basically how these things work is to turn this thing out. Okay, so let's say this is the one that's stuck in the ram, right? So to turn it out, you got to turn it this way, lefty-loosey, right? So these turn, they're backwards, basically a backwards thready kind of spirally thing. So you turn it this way for lefty-loosey, And the more you turn it, the more that thing's biting in and digging in and pulling, and then eventually I was pretty much up to the top here, and then she started to pull out. I'm like, I'm running out of space here. But look at the size of this feller, man. I had a hard enough time spinning this one with one of my great big adjustable wrenches. Oh man, I couldn't imagine this feller. That's, what size is that anyways? Did they even have it stamped on there? No, this is just a cheapy set. But it worked. It worked. Oh, and then you got these little wee fellers for working on your pocket watch. Tiny. Oh, I can't even get it back in there. It's so small. There we go. So yeah, I started actually with this one, but then it pretty much bottomed out, and then I'm like, oh, whoa, wait a minute, that's not going to work. So I went up one more. I'm like, ooh, I don't think this is even going to fit. But oh crap, got a life of its own. She started anyways, and it took right off and worked good. So it doesn't look like I wrecked her or nothing either. So that's good. Probably is fairly hard steel, but anyways, we'll have to get that other one out, and then I got this one already on, ready to fret her back in. But that's pretty cold out there today, so I got to find my threaded rod. I got some big 3/4 inch threaded rod. I must have left it in the car. I kind of think I did. I kind of don't remember bringing it down actually. It probably slipped down in behind. I didn't even see it or something. But anyways, what the plan was with that. Actually, I think maybe over here. I gotta take my garbage out too, eh? Holy slob. What a mess, eh? Anyways, threaded rod, but we'll get that. We'll figure that out when we find it there. But basically what we're going to have to do is cut her lengths. Actually, we should take one of these out and match her up to the plow, because we're going to have to maybe remount the top dewey or something. I don't know. She's going to be a pretty long stretch here. But anyways, let's go outside and we'll have a look. Well, these are skinnier this way. Those ones are fatter, but these ones are way the heck longer. Oh, boys, I don't know. This feller here mounts in like that. Okay. Wow. We're going to have to do some adjustments here, I think, on something. Wow. That's pretty crazy. It's a lot longer. I kind of knew they were anyways, but these ones are definitely weaker though. Holy, you can tell just by looking at them. Even though they look like the same sort of thickness, but they could be different tensile strength in there, right? So, yeah, I don't know. This is going to be, have to get her inside and work on it again, maybe project. I don't know. It's pretty cold out here for this today. Well, just having some sort of brainstorming stuff going on here. What I might try, well, I don't know. These are, of course, too long, but what I might try was maybe putting a mount like down in here or something, so it'll sit kind of cockeyed. Now this has sort of been mounted in where it's a little bit beefier and stronger, where this is sort of super not really strong here, but could even maybe latch that into there. Like, I don't necessarily have to have them on deweys, I don't think. I could just maybe drill something there, or I don't know exactly what to say, because put something there, it's going to make it higher, right? I'd rather have my adjustment up top here where I can, you know, crank the deweys down with the nuts, right? So that actually might work there, but it might also be pulling on that pretty hard, but I can figure that out too when I get to her. But that might work. That might work, something like that, or even up there would help, probably straight up. That would give me a little more adjustment there though, but we'll have to figure that out. But what I might try too is maybe tightening these things right up to the max, see if that makes any difference. I kind of don't really think it's going to do a whole lot, but it might help. I don't know. It's hard to say. But looks like the threads are pretty good here, so I should be able to tighten. But these ones are looking pretty beat up and nasty looking up here. So, but anyways, we'll get our wrench, I guess, or something, or whatever, and see if we can crank those up a bit. Okay, well, just having a think there. Got a funeral tomorrow, got one for Friday now, of course, too. I wanted to take my buddy down, my buddy Landy kid down to this big CN tower down there, but man, I won't be able to do that the rest of this week, so we're gonna maybe see if we can get it going today. So I'm gonna have to go dig my grave as soon as I can for tomorrow, I guess. So we're just warming her up. See, she's gonna fire here. See if she's gonna fire. That's right. She's alive. Well, I think I'm gonna have to wait and work on this plow when I get her inside, because my fingers are just numb right now, and I've had like my mittens on too, right? Holy, it's like, it's not windy out today, but it's wicked cold. It is like wicked cold, so I think we're gonna maybe wait till we can get her inside and do up that thing inside. But whew, anyways, I'll go back and get this grave hopefully dug. I don't know if she's gonna be frozen. I left the snow on it, so there'll be a bit of snow on it, but, or a bit of cover there, but it's probably gonna still be a nightmare, so I might also take back my ripper tooth and tear it apart with that first, and then dig her out. But I've got to clear a bit of snow first too, get the plow off, and then put our bucket on again, I guess, and get it digging. So yeah, I found the threaded rod. She was still in the car, so that works good. That's a 3/4 inch rod, 3/4 inch nut. You can tell, you know, the size is pretty huge. Probably more killer than I'm gonna need, but anyways, what the idea was well, I don't know what length to do them yet, but cut whatever off, and then this then would be the end that the spring would go into. So what I do is heat, well, let's say this is going to be the end that the spring's going to go on. So we're going to heat this up super red hot, red hot with a torch, and then hit her on some steel and flatten her out, so it sort of looks like one of them things. And then I'd be able to drill through there, and then be able to hook the spring in, kind of thing like that, right? And that should give her lots. So I wanted fairly beefy because, you know, I want a fairly big tabby dewy thing there to hook the thing into. So that should work. But right now I'm actually, well, before I come inside there, we'll let her warm up, the tractor warm up for a minute, but I was tightening up the spring dewies on those things a bit. My hands were just numb, so I'm like, the heck with this for here today. We'll have to get her inside and do her inside. That's just nuts out there when you don't really have to be out there doing that. But anyhow, yeah, so I'm going to head back, I guess, in a few. I'll have my coffee first. Oh yeah, that'll warm me up. And we'll hopefully get that excavated out. And I just wanted to show you this. My buddy Landy was up last. He did some welding. First time ever using a welder. You know, he done pretty good. Now, mind you, that was a few passes there, but it's quite a thing to get a handle of, you know. So, but basically, he's made like a, oh, if I can get her up here, we'll say a nice coat hook hangy thing. That'll work pretty good, I think. But yeah, and he did his name too in the weld as well. Hopefully you didn't mind me showing that, buddy. But anyways, yeah, so that was pretty awesome. But he was battling a pretty good cold that day, so I said, oh, you better not do the plasma cutter, because you get some of that stuff up your snout, and it'll make you feel like your cold's about 100 times worse, because whenever I'm done using it without a cold, it feels like I've got a cold until I get all that stuff snorted out again. So I thought, no, we better wait until you're a lot better, so, because I can just oh, having a cold already and then getting some of that in you, it would just kill you, I think. So, but anyways, I guess we'll have coffee here, and then I'll go dig, and then if we got time left, I'll say good day and see if maybe I've heard from them down there yet. They must be still sleeping, because I've, you know, messaged the crap out of them and nobody's come back. So, but anyways, that's okay. They're probably still sleeping. Probably out late partying and stuff. But young kids, eh? Oh man, I got to be in bed at freaking 10 o'clock or I'm screwed the next day. But that's the way she works. So, anyways, let's get her warmed up here, and then we'll head back and hopefully dig. what did I tell you guys like just like 2 seconds ago? It always gets busy after Christmas, and I just got a call for another one. This was a doctor actually this time, so yes, doctors do die apparently. So anyways, holy snapping, I don't know when I'm gonna have time to work on stuff, because I just got the one done out there for tomorrow. I had to move the monument, but the monument was frozen to the base, really frozen to the base. So what I did, I'll show you in a sec here, I'll run out and show you. It's pretty cool. It did work. It took like a while though, but anyways, it did work. But if the stone was any bigger, it probably would have been screwed. But I basically had to move the stone because, say this is the stone right here, I had to get my backhoe like right in here and dig. So yeah, I was screwed. There's no way I was going to get around that. So it's all ready, it's all done. So we're just kind of starting to hopefully coordinate the trip to the CN Tower today. So don't know if I should include that with this. I guess I'll include it. It's all in the same one. What the heck? So probably by the time you've seen this video, it's probably not going to be till the next day. So because, you know, by the time we get home and stuff, because it's already like, the heck time is it anyways? It's already noon. Holy crap. So yeah, you're probably not going to see this till much later. But anyways, you'll see it when you see it. So anyways, let's just show you quickly here what we did for the redneck thaw out of the monument. It worked good. Alright, so this cool hose is like an exhaust hose, like from a garage where they stick it on your pipe and then put it out the window, or if you're testing or something. So basically what I did was I took this end, shoved it on the exhaust pipe of that feller. Had to take the one side panel off so it would fit, and put this feller right down at the stone like this, and let's let it and basically run for like an hour just to get a freaking monument loose. But it worked good. She worked really good. So yeah, it pumps out a lot of hot air, you know. So just stick her right on the dewey there. Then it's not a huge long hose, but I was able to park right beside it. So but yeah, she worked pretty good. And just to move a thing to dig a hole, man oh man, what a nightmare. But anyways, she's all done. So we're still coordinating stuff here, touching bases back and forth and stuff, and they're ready to go down there apparently. But haven't talked to my wife yet, so I'll have to catch up with her and see what's going on here. Okay, so change of plans again. We're not going to do the CN Tower today, so hopefully I didn't get all your hopes up. We're going to go up the big tower way up top, you know, and then look at all the little tiny ant people and stuff, ant cars and stuff. No, we're not going to do that today because it's just getting too far on into the day. The time we actually got down there, probably darn near 4 o'clock, so, you know, she's starting to get crappy, and, you know, sun's almost down by then, right? So, this time of year, but we'll figure another day out. But anyways, for now, I'm going to run actually down to the stupid Rogers store there and tell them to shove this modem that I got from them not too long ago up there, you know what. Oh, I've been having so much trouble with this. Doing a bit of research online there, and apparently these things are classic for what it's been doing. Whereas it'll be working good, and then all of a sudden it'll start to get really slow, and then it drops connection and all the lights go off, and then does its thingy, and the little at symbol here is when you're actually, it's flashing. And when it's solid, it means that you're actually hooked on. Well, it's flash. Oh, it's just been a nightmare. So when the Rogers guy was up and did a bunch of work on our line over there, he's like, why did you get another modem? I'm like, well, they told me when I signed up for the bigger service, a better service, that you need a bigger modem, the new modem. I'm like, he's like, oh, they're full of crap. They're just trying to upsell you. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, these things will. And well, actually, all this started because I said to him, which one do you like better? And I'm like, he's like, well, why do you have this one? And I'm like, you know, blah, 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 telling me how to upgrade and stuff, blah, blah. He's like, oh, no, they're full of crap. So I'm like, okay. So I did a bit of research more on this one, and taking a thing down here, and it says here, blah, 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 fast connections put in by incorporating 8 bonded downstream channels along with 4 bonded upstream channels. These bonded channels can deliver downstream rates, so downloading rates in excess of 340 megasecond, which is, you know, I don't pull that anyways. And the upstream data rates in excess of 120 megasecond, which I'm only on a 10 megabit upload. So this should work fine for that speed. So, but anyways, don't know what they're thinking, but, you know, I even read a thing too that they were apparently telling the employees telling everybody you have to upgrade. So, you know, it's like, really? But I'm sure he'll try to talk me out of it when I get down there, but I'll just show him this. You know, this is right off the Cisco website, you know, so I'm like, hey bud, look at here, this is the frickin' one. This is the freaking one I got, and hook her back up, because this one was really reliable. I never had hardly any problems at all with this one. And yeah, at time I had to power cycle it, but you know, whatever. Not like this one, which is like 3 or 4 times a day. It was ridiculous. But anyways, we're gonna, I guess, head her down to the city still, sort of, kind of, but not really down to the CN Tower part of it. Just down to the Brampton area. Alright, downtown, almost Brampton, not quite, but look at this lame looking thing this guy's got here. Some kind of Pontiac something thing with a scooped up hood on her and a lame looking spoilery thing on the back. Like, wow, bud, that's a van. I don't know. To each his own, or whatever they say. To he hitches his own. That sounds about right. Oh man, but we're almost there. We're almost there. Wow, we got a lot more damage down here than we got at home. There's a lot of trees just snap-voided right off. Wow. Seen a lot coming down too, and they're working on it and stuff. But then there's a couple of big dead trees I've seen. Nothing wrong at all. But anyways, I'll get in here. Probably won't film, and you know, she's gonna give me, or they're gonna give me a lot of crap probably. But I'm gonna tell them, hey man, your man said it's gonna work. So anyways, let's get in here. Alright, just finished in the Rogers store there. I had to wait in a huge lineup, but it wasn't really too bad, about 15-minute wait or so. The exchange store took that one back, the frickin' Hytron garbage crap back, and then he rehooked me up with this one, and I said to him, the Rogers service guy told me that this modem here would run it just fine. He's like, oh yeah, I will. I'm like, why do you guys upsell people on this crap then? Really? Holy crap. Oh well, but anyways, hopefully when we get home she'll hook up and run again and then be more reliable, because that was just freaking getting annoying. I was ready to get a shotgun out and blast a hole through it, but anyways, we're gonna grab something maybe to eat at this Hero what the heck's that say? Hero Certified Burgers, oh boy. And I guess head her home and try her out. Holy freaking crap, this is awesome. Look at this place, eh? Look at all the different drinks, 100+ drink choices. It doesn't see 100 there, but there's stuff on there I never heard of. Coca-Cola Vanilla, Coca-Cola Zero Lemon flavored, vanilla, Diet Coke, Diet Cherry Coke. Holy crap, this is gonna be awesome. Diet Coke Raspberry, holy. Oh man, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to try to figure this out. I don't know if I'm as smart. Okay, so what do we want here? We want maybe Coca-Cola. Cherry, orange, vanilla, raspberry, lime, cherry. How about some orange Coca-Cola? And then you hit the push. Wow, that is so cool. And then you go back, and then you're back to the main menu. Holy crap, that is so cool. Well, we made her home. Let's go hook her back up here, and hopefully she's all good and ready to rock again. Alright, well, she says online there, so that's good. Now the truth will tell. Well, the little Dewey doesn't have a thing here through it, so that's good. Let's see if we can get on the speed test thing here. Alrighty. That seemed to load up a fair bit faster. Ooh. 15 ms. That seems pretty good. Download speed connecting. That's interesting. It says it's all online, so yeah, that seemed to work there. Okay, well, let's scrap this. I'll close this entire thing right down here. Oh, steam power. And I'll open it back up. Probably should reboot my computer, although it should go without it. Speed test. That seemed to load up a lot faster than it did before, so let's try a Toronto server here. Let's test and ping. That doesn't seem wicked super fast. On 12 ms though. Oh, there we go. It's up and down wavy and stuff. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. Internet makes me kind of go, huh? Okay, we're just going to sit here forever and doing a download test. Oh, I don't know. One of them deals, eh? But let's maybe pop open the Rogers internet speed thing here as well. Still doing its Dewey here. I don't know why. Okay, well, let's close that down. And this Rogers one does take a little longer, so I'll just do it and then I'll see what results we get. Well, I'm trying a bunch of different online test things here, and I don't know what's going on here because they seem to somewhat work and then stop, and then this one tested its ping and hasn't done anything for download thing here yet, so I don't know. This is like the third or fourth one that I've tried, and they all seem to be not too good, so I don't know what's going on here. Even though I still have like internet and stuff, I click on the Dewey there, it changes to the Dewey, you know, so I don't know what's going on here. Let's try one more and see what happens. I guess we'll definitely be able to see if it's going to work when, see, this one's taking a long time to load for some reason too. Like, I just want to see what we're sitting at, and I can't seem to even get that, you know, so, oh, it's not one thing, it's a bazillion, right? Choose location. I can't choose location. I got no locations. Holy. Well, let's go back. Oh, oh, whoa, there we go. Choose your select city to begin test. Oh, well, how about New York? Okay, what's this going to say now? See, they seem to go, and then all of a sudden it'll just kind of stop, and that's it. So I don't know. Like, this little dot's still moving there, but we'll see what happens here. It's definitely not got the download speed as I had before too, for some reason. So maybe it is something wrong on their lines, or there's something over here that's, I don't know. It's actually going to complete this one. So I was getting like 100 and almost 200 before. So that one's done. Download speed 1.74 megabyte a second. Wow, that's not very good. What the heck? I wonder if Buddy switched my package around too. He better not have. Wow, and see, like, this test isn't even stopping here. Holy crap, I'm getting tired of this freaking garbage, you know that? Wow, I don't even know if how I'm gonna upload this video. Like, it's probably faster than what it's saying there, but something just stalls it right out for some weird reason. I don't know. Oh, we'll get her figured out, I guess, eventually here. Well, I thought I'd maybe do another power cycle. And the flashing online isn't usually too good of a thing. It should pop online a lot faster than that, so I don't know what's going on here, if it's something on my end or something out there on the street or what, but this seemed to get sort of bad and really worse, a lot worser when we had that ice storm there not too long ago, so I don't know if there's still something messed up somewhere or what, but oh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Alright, well, I'm on the little tiny little wee microscopic bit of internet that I actually do have here, and he's saying we've got I'm on a chat thingy here with the fellers from Rogers there, kind of like a chat programmy thing, right? So they're saying that we've got packet loss. First glance it appears like packet loss. He says, I'll know better in a few moments, blah, blah, blah. A few moments went by, and he says, I've confirmed it's packet loss. I'm testing some neighbors now. Interesting. So he says, all the neighbors show the same issue. I would need to refer your case to maintenance. And, oh, he wants to call me. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, no, he didn't want to talk to me. He just says, blah, phone number worked for you. He says they will contact you upon resolution. So that's good. So I just asked him there, any sort of time frame when they can resolve this. And he doesn't really say much after that. So it's just like, you know, he's basically passed it on to the maintenance people, which will come out and probably go to the main box, which has probably got something blown out of it, or fuse blown or something. I don't know how it works, but I know way over by the Staples, way over on the far side there is where our main distribution boxing is. So there's probably something gone buggy in there, or bad connection or something, or something's maybe corroded or something. I don't know. Who knows? They'll figure it out. But anyways, I don't know when this video is actually going to get up now because I can't upload it on speeds like this. So, but anyways, I guess that's going to be it for today. Hopefully we'll get it resolved, and we'll see you when we see you. I guess we'll see you when you see this. So, and yeah, talk to you later. Have a good day, and not too happy about internet right now, but hopefully they'll finally get her fixed for me.